Hey there friends, welcome back to Highlight. Today we're going to be looking at Pokemon Puzzle League, and originally an N64 game that's been re-released on the Nintendo Switch. Pokemon Puzzle League is a puzzle-solving game where you try to make matches of 3, 4, or more in a row to clear blocks. Kind of like Tetris, except the blocks aren't falling down, they come up from the bottom. There's lots of fun modes in this game, and with it being on the Nintendo Switch now, there are fun ways to play multiplayer. So if you were going to play on a normal system in the Switch, or on the N64, you can now play on the Switch with two different consoles. So as Ash runs into Puzzle League Village here, we can get started talking about
Puzzle League Village.
There it is, Pikachu! Are you ready for another new challenge? Pikachu!
So here's where you're going to start off. If you hit Professor Oak's lab, it'll teach you how to play with controls and basics, but we're going to get started playing. So you can head on over to One Player Stadium, and there you can do a story. In the game, you can make a profile, which allows you to save your progress and how well you play. So I'm going to make mine real quick here. There we go. And your friends can also make profiles as well, so you can play against each other. So I'm going to play on normal mode here to start off. And basically the way it works is you start off battling Gary, and then you work your way through the original Kanto gym leaders, battling them one at a time. Every time you play, you get to pick a Pokemon to accompany you, and each character has a certain Pokemon that they can go with. As you can see, Pikachu has, Ash has Pikachu, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, and Gary has 3 other Pokemon, and you get to go through. So this is what the gameplay looks like. You have a bunch of different things, and the goal is to get combos of 4 or more. They are going to create blocks that your opponent has to try to get rid of. And you get rid of blocks by getting matches that touch that barrier that they created for you. Remember, if getting higher combos than 4 are what are going to get you the blocks in the first place. And from there, you just try to make the player lose. So as you can see here, we're going to battle Ash, and then after that, you're going to see us battling Brock. While you're playing, you can hit the R button and move the things up, as I just did there, if you were watching Ash's screen. Those gray blocks with the Pokeballs on them, if you get them, if you get a match of 3 or 4 or whatever, you create a steel bar that moves over onto the opponent's side, and the steel bar is separate, so you have to destroy it separately from the regular blocks you send over there. So steel blocks are very powerful. Alright, so the steel block is going to come over there now. And so if Gary manages to defeat my yellow thunder block, it's not going to make the steel block go away. So let's see if he does that. I can't remember if he does.
I'm gonna win! Keep on trying!
Alright, when your opponent is starting to run out of things, so you see how the metal block went away, and the yellow blocks are still there, because they're separate. The metal block counts as different things. But if you eliminate the yellows and they're all touching, they all go away. Anyway, when the pieces start to jump like that, you saw it on Gary's side for a little bit there, that means that they're coming close to losing. Let's see if they jump again here real soon. He's getting pretty high now.
Way to go! I'm gonna win! Keep on trying! I'm gonna win! I'm gonna win!
There you go. So now you see they're bouncing. That means they're getting close to the top, and then they squish, and then they lose. So that was our full match with Gary. Matches don't usually last that long. Later on, after doing the filming for this video, I had a match that lasted about 20 seconds. So they can go a lot faster, they can go a lot slower, depending on just kind of the strategy and how the UI does. So let's watch me beat Brock, do a full match, and then we can see what the other ones are like. Usually when a match starts, there's a free 4-block one set up to go for you. So just kind of finding that in that countdown is very important to starting off these games.
I'm gonna win.
You also get bigger combos if you have things fall and connect together. So that's something you should really look for as well.
Way to go!
So you're gonna get Brock here really fast.
No problem.
I'm gonna win.
You managed to pull that off. You got out of there.
No
I'm
problem.
gonna win. Squared out.
No problem.
As far as characters are concerned in this game, all the Gen 1 gym leaders, as well as the Elite 4 members from Red, Blue, and Yellow, are in here. Except for, I don't think Lance is in here, at least I've never played with him. As well as Richie from the TV show, Gary, Tracy, and a few others. So there's a lot of different characters you can play from when you're playing against your friends. But when you're in the story mode here, you only play as Ash. Team Rocket is also, of course, in the game, as they should be, because Team Rocket rocks. Team Rocket's rockin', I guess is what they would say. Team Rocket's rockin'.
Way to go!
No problem.
I'm gonna win. Way to
Now
go!
we'll get 'em.
No problem. No problem.
There we go. So let's move on from the first player gym battle mode, and we're gonna switch over to the next mode you want to check out in the game.
Congratulations. You've won the Boulder Badge.
Are you
Let's see, we're
ready?
skipping out.
Are you ready?
The game also saves, so you can always return and continue to play later. Next, we're gonna head to Puzzle University. In Puzzle University, you get to solve puzzles and get better at the game. As you go through more and more and more, they get more and more challenging. As you can see, I'm going to do about 10 of the puzzles here in the beginning. At the beginning, they're very simple. Jigglypuff tells you how many moves you have to complete the puzzle, and there's a timer that keeps track of how long it takes you to figure them out. Richie hangs out with you in the university here. Thanks, Richie.
Way to go!
As you can see, they're now getting slightly more complicated. Nothing too crazy, though. But they do get more and more complex. This is class 1. I'm pretty sure there are 3 classes of puzzles at Puzzle University for you to complete. It's kind of like an extra tutorial to help you learn different ways to make combos in the game. So to show you ways to clear stages, or clear lines, clear blocks faster.
Pika! Yay!
Let's move on to a different thing. The next area we'll move to is Mimic Mansion. Or, well, we'll just go over Mimic Mansion. Mimic Mansion is a practice area. Time Zone is a timed challenge. And here we're at Spa Service, which is run by Team Rocket. They steal your Pokemon, and then afterwards you have to complete challenges to get your Pokemon back. Ah! Classic Team Rocket disguise. They're also dressed like the Vikings in the second movie for some reason, which is fine. I think it's funny. So in this version, you have a white clear line that shows up on your thing, and you just have to clear all the blocks above the white clear line to finish the stage.
All right, let's go.
So as you can see, the white clear line is not immediately visible. It's going to take a while for it to show up. The nice thing about getting combos of 3 or more in this version is it stops the timer, or it stops moving the thing, so it does not get higher as you make more combos. So it's still useful to get combos in this situation, but not as useful as when you're playing against another player. The higher your combo, the longer the bar stops.
Way to go!
There is also a score that goes along with it, which is pretty useful. There's our white clear line. As you can see, it's flashing there on the screen. So we just have to get everything done above that line, and that will be done.
Way to go!
This is an excellent chance to use the speed up function, so you can just move blocks over. And there you go, we've completed that level.
Okay, let's see what you can do.
We'll clear one more level.
Right. Way to go! Let's go!
Keep it up.
One thing I would say about playing this game on the Switch is usually on the N64 you would be using your joystick to move around, but I would suggest using the D-pad when playing the game on the Switch. The joysticks are a little bit too, they move a little bit too much. The D-pad gives you a little bit more control.
Keep it up.
Right.
And there we have it.
We're ready whenever you are.
Calm down, James. All right. Let's head back out. We've got one more mode to show off. We'll head to Time Zone with timed challenges. The other modes that you saw were Marathon, which just go until you lose, and then the Practice mode. In the Time Zone challenge, you get a timer, and your goal is to get as many blocks as possible in the time limit. So in this one, there's 2 minutes on the clock, and your goal is to get as many blocks as you can get. Combos of over 3 do stop the timer in this situation. So if you do manage to get a combo of over 3, it does stop the timer. You can then continue to play
Way to go!
without having to worry about that. Alright, so as this match winds down, we'd like to thank you again for watching Highlighter. It's been a blast showing the game off to you, and I hope you enjoy playing it on the Nintendo Switch online services. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.